Subscribe on your way in, subscribe on your way out. You rocking with your boy, Casual Boxing Talk. What's shaking, what's good? Woo! We just finished the video, man, on my last page, man. It was great. The topic was fantastic. I'm gonna put some clips in my next video that I do, so look for that because you're gonna enjoy the topic. And I got my homegirl speaking. I think it's a beautiful thing, and the topic was great. At the end of the day, this video is about my boy Oscar De La Hoya. He's talking early bully. He's talking cinnamon roll. My boy computer roll. My boy Canelo. Right? It's going, look, this interview I'm gonna put in the description because the way he talks about the way bully is like if he wants to have sex with the way bully. I think Oscar De La Hoya is obsessed with the way bully. I mean, I've heard, stories of Oscar trying to sign the way bully, offering him all types of money. But what I will say is he cleared up the rumor that he offered the way bully Spence $20 million, or he sent a contract, or he reached out to Errol Spence team. He did not, but he did admit that he did speak to some reporters about the way bully fighting Canelo, and he said the way bully would be able to earn 15 upwards to 25 million fighting Canelo. And that's because, which we're going to talk about now, of the new stardom of the way bully Spence. He admitted, look, Spence hasn't done anything in the ring to deserve a pound for pound fight making this type of money. But the fact that he has more than just black fans, he actually reaches out. His arms reach long, the way bully, to the Mexican fans. And I'm going to give him that. I've seen Mexicans, whites, Latinos, blacks, loving and enjoying the way bully Spence and putting him up on his pedestal. And that's been our argument for the last few years, right? That he hasn't been in the ring with anybody. So why is you crowning him king? How is he the boogeyman? That's been my argument. And De La Hoya cleared it up. He said, look, it's about stardom. It's about what's going to sell. And the way bully Spence and Canelo is a great fight. Look, De La Hoya says Spence can't make 160, 168 clean, comfortable, easy. So it's not going to be a mismatch. Spence will actually be fighting at his natural weight. And so we won't be looking at somebody being drained or somebody moving up and not having the same abilities. No, I agree with that. And I also agree with the fact that it's all about stardom now. It's not about who have you fought, who have you been in the ring with. It's about who can put asses in the seats and generate money on pay-per-view. One thing he did say that I thought was interesting is that, he is, dealing with the zone. He has a contract with the zone, but for a fight with the way bully Spence, this fight will have to be on pay-per-view in order for the Spence to get his his 15 to 25 million. One, and number two, he has something in structure in the deal with the zone where he can do cross promotions and the fight can be on pay-per-view. Now, that's the fight that I want to see. That's the fight that I want. Now, I will tell you this, although he hasn't been in the ring with anybody, to say he's the star, but I guess this is a new age of things. So I would just say, what? Good fight. You're going up against Canelo, that's the truth. A guy that can move, a guy that got a jab, a guy that's front foot on the front toe, slipping and moving. The way my boy Canelo was moving against Jacobs, it was great, man. But look, back to the interview, man. He said, look, when you look at Canelo, when you see how he fought, all the guys he's been in the ring with, right? From the Lauras to the Floyds to, last week, my boy Danny and, Triple G. You see, so he said, look how Canelo is able to adjust. Look how he's able to use everybody's style against them. Like Triple G, he fought on the back foot the first time. The second time he learned from it. He fought on the front foot. So he took Triple G out of his game. And I think that's very important. If you look at all the styles that Canelo went up against, you will have to say he's adaptive. You understand what I'm saying? And the fact that he has taken blows from the Triple G's and the Danny Jacobs, and he was able to withstand it and come back with his own fire. This kid, man, is just different, man. I don't think anybody's going to be able to beat him. You understand what I'm saying? For me, look, man, 168, who could beat him? I mean, bring Andre Ward out of retirement. What's shaking? What's good? Like, at 160, who could beat him? I know that the fight to see is Jamal Charlo. I think that's a good fight. That's a good test for Canelo. I think Canelo wiped the floor with him. He's too fast. He's strong. He's athletic. He can move. I mean, the Charlo dude, he's stiff. He got a decent jab, but Canelo showed us against Jacob, showed us against Triple G, showed us against Laura that, hey, I can fight on the back foot. I can move and shake and still counterpunch. In fact, he's more dangerous on the front toe. Like I said to you guys, you see what I'm saying? So, De La Hoya just says, look, man, put him in the ring. One thing he will respect about the way Bully has a great jab. For me, he only used that jab against Mikey. We never seen it before. And he used it against Mikey because Mikey was the smaller man. When you fighting the smaller man, when you got the reach advantage, obviously, you're able to use a jab. But I don't think he's going to be able to do that against Porter or Keith Thurman. And even Pacquiao with the movement, because you can get counted and get rocked because the way Bully don't move his head. I just think De La Hoya is praising the way Bully Spence just to give him false hope to get in the ring with Canelo and actually just take the way Bully Spence, point blank period. It'll be more like the way Bully is selling his O to Canelo. You dig what I'm saying? And that's how I see that fight going down, man. I still will tell you this. If the fans out there want to say that the way Bully Spence is ducking Terrence Crawford because if he move up the fight, Canelo for 15 to 25 million, take that money. Take that money, move up. You're fighting pound for pound. It ain't like you going up to fight a bum. You do that. And if you decide to come down, I think that also benefits me, benefits the people that believe that Crawford can beat Spence, because moving up and down in weight is difficult. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I think that the fans out there, that are the Crawford fans, the Spence fans, would understand Spence moving up, and that it'll be a great fight, guys. And I can't wait for the negotiations and this, talk about Spence and Canelo actually get, the proper attention that it deserves. But it takes you guys to go watch the video with my boy De La Hoya, and the responses from the way Bully, and I think it'll build momentum, and I think this fight would happen because Spence can make the weight. He's not a natural 147. He down there weight bullying, point blank period. He down there playing around. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't believe that Spence is gonna get past the way Bully. Spence is gonna get past the way, but I don't think Spence is gonna get past Porter. And look, I'm going to tell you right now, put your money on the wood. I'll be hearing all you dudes in the comment section talking about CBT. Where my bet at? Look, you can get a bet right now. Look, we early on this thing. The betting lines is open. I'm picking Sean Porter. There's something you don't know. Just like De La Hoya said. Look, Spence has a fight with Sean Porter. Let that fight go down. In between that, we will talk about the Spence versus, Canelo, the building, right? But look, you guys understand that Kenny Porter trained the way Bully Spence. Kenny Porter was all up in his training camps when he was in the amateurs. Kenny Porter knows what he can do. This is what De La Hoya said, and I'm piggybacking off of it. But I believe it's true that, look, Kenny Porter understands what Spence can do and what he can do. He understands his strengths and his weaknesses, and that's going to play a great role in the fight, because Porter gets to absorb and get to understand a lot of inside knowledge that a lot of Spence fighters or his opponents wasn't able to get. So he is in a unique position, Porter is, to get that inside knowledge. And I think, for me, man, all Porter got to do, real talk, is be aggressive and be wild and be relentless and be salacious and be animalistic against Spence, because Spence he never dealt with that type of pressure, that type of, punching power, that type of aggression. Now, Porter don't punch he don't punch crazy, but his aggression, his momentum, I think the momentum is what knocked out Paulie, or knocked down Paulie. The momentum and the power and the aggression of Porter is what actually bothers the fighters that he go up against. And when he fought Ugas, he didn't do it. He didn't do that. He was on his bike. He was using athleticism and using his movement to, use angles. But that was something he did against a pure boxer. Wasn't a great idea. Against Spence, he knows he has to be aggressive. There's no outboxing Spence, especially with the reach advantage and the weight bully. Spence is not going to have that weight advantage in this fight against Porter. So for me, this would be, Spence coming home party. This would be a marquee fight that I've been telling y'all about that Spence never had. This would be the making of Spence. If he can beat a natural 147 pounder, the guy that actually could fight at 154, Porter's a big boy. If he can get past Porter, I will lose money because I'm betting big. And you better come in the comment section with those M's. You see what I'm saying? Dollar signs, B. We taking bets. You see me? I don't know how much we gonna go up, but we'll take 50 to 100 right now into the fight. In the fight week, we start to get momentum. You see me? But at the end of the day, man, that's what I believe is going to happen. I think Porter is going to be able to beat Spence, and I'll break it down round by round. I'll give you keys to victory and things of this nature. Actually, next week, I'm supposed to be going down to Vegas. Hopefully, I can get in the ring. Well, I want to spar Porter, but Porter is on a mission right now. I'm not saying I'm going to go do it or he's going to be able to even play around with me because I'm just a guy that's coming in the gym talking my talk. They ain't got time for that. They got a mission. But I will be out there and I will be asking Kenny some questions. I would love to ask Kenny some things and actually give Kenny some advice because, you know, CBT, this is what I do, man. I break this thing down, man. Put me in the ring with the way Bully Spence. I'll show you how to beat him. You see me? Point blank, period. That's what I'm going to tell Kenny. I'm going to tell Kenny, look, I could beat this weight bully. And I'm going to show you, or I can tell you, I can show you better than I can tell you, first of all, against your son. Because I can mimic the way Bully Spence. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, look, we got some great fights coming up this weekend. And to the build up to Porter versus Spence is going to be great. It ain't pay-per-view, so that's a beautiful thing. But I believe that if Spence, let me close out with this. Some of y'all, Playboy. That video was tight, right? I know I'm still, yeah, I know. Shorty crazy. So listen, right? Yeah, I think if he moves up to fight Canelo and beat Canelo, I'm telling you right now, if he move up and fight Canelo, I don't care about the money grab. I don't care about the noise. I don't care that he don't deserve to fight. If he do that, but he got to beat him, I will be Errol Spence cocksucker for the rest of my boxing life. On life. You understand what I'm saying, Showstopper? She laughing over there. I'm trying to tell you right now, I'm going to be riding with Earl Way Bully, point blank, period, because he did something that no one could. Look, if you know boxing, it's you got to look at the matchup and say, nah, Canelo is too good, man. He's too powerful. He's too fast. He's too athletic. He got a great chin. What is the way Bully going to do? He's not going to be able to push Canelo back. Canelo going to be pushing him back. You rocking with your boy CBT, man. We going to talk some boxing. We going to talk some truth. Subscribe to the channel and go in the link and go watch the goddamn interview with my boy Hoya, man, because he talked about so many different things, but I'm on time restrictions right now. I got to get ready for my next video. You see me right there, right? You see me right there, right?
Audio.
Yeah. New media, new perspective. This is what new media look like. This is what new media look like.
It's all about casual boxing talk.
Just when you thought you had to figure it out, new media, new perspective, casual boxing talk.